Coffee is one of the most popular and widely consumed beverages in the world. Its irresistible aroma, the warmth it provides, and the energy boost it gives us make it essential in the daily routine of millions of people. Perhaps while watching this video, you're tempted to prepare a nice, hot cup of coffee. But have you ever wondered what really goes into every sip? The coffee you enjoy isn't just a mixture of water and ground beans. There's much more behind every cup, and I'm sure you're not aware of everything that happens before it reaches your hands. What secrets and processes are hidden behind each coffee bean? Well, today, we're taking you inside a Nescafé factory to unveil every step in the production of one of the most consumed products in the world. From selecting the finest beans to roasting and final packaging, we'll show you the best-kept secrets of the coffee industry. What makes it so addictive? How do they manage to maintain quality in every cup? Who knows? After this video, your next cup of coffee might taste different. So, sit back, relax, and let's begin. Step 1. Selection and harvesting of coffee beans. In the coffee world, there are two main types of beans, Arabica and Robusta. Arabica beans are prized for their smoothness and fruity notes, while Robusta is known for its fuller body and bitter touch, ideal for balancing the flavor. Nescafé opts for a blend that combines the best of both, 70% Arabica and 30% Robusta. The selection of these beans is crucial, and Nescafé sources its coffee from more than 25 countries worldwide. Among the top producers are Brazil, known for its high-quality Arabica coffee, and Vietnam, the leading producer of Robusta. Colombia, India, and Honduras are also key countries that contribute to the production of high-quality beans. Harvesting the beans is a true art. Although it may seem like an old-fashioned method, manual harvesting remains essential to ensuring the quality of each bean. Pickers hand-select only those beans that have reached their optimal ripeness, guaranteeing a uniform and consistent flavor in every cup. This process is especially important in mountainous regions where machines cannot access, making human labor indispensable. During the harvest season, pickers go through the coffee plants multiple times, selecting only the ripest beans with each pass. This meticulous attention to detail is what sets high-quality coffees apart. Once harvested, the coffee beans are carefully transported to processing centers, where their transformation into the coffee we all enjoy begins. Step 2. Pulping and washing the beans. After harvesting, the beans undergo the pulping process, where the outer skin of the fruit is removed, revealing the green beans inside. This outer layer must be carefully removed, as any remaining pulp could ferment and drastically alter the final flavor of the coffee. In this step, the quality of the bean is preserved, ensuring that only the best beans continue in the production process. After the remnants of pulp attached to the bean are eliminated, the beans are washed. This washing process not only ensures the cleanliness of the beans, but also helps highlight the natural characteristics of the coffee that will be revealed later during roasting. Committed to sustainable practices, Nescafé reuses up to 80% of the water employed during this process. This approach not only ensures a more efficient operation, but also contributes to the conservation of resources and the reduction of environmental impact in the production areas. The now perfectly clean beans are ready for the next step. Natural drying in the sun, a crucial process that will define their final quality. Step 3. Drying the coffee beans. After washing, the coffee beans are still moist, and it's crucial to dry them before moving on to roasting. The most commonly used method is sun drying, where the beans are spread out in thin layers over large patios. Here, the coffee is left to dry naturally for several days, a process that can take between 5 to 7 days, depending on the weather. During this time, the beans are turned regularly to ensure even drying. Moisture control is fundamental at this stage, as the goal is to reduce the bean's moisture content to an optimal level of approximately 12%. This precision is key to preventing the growth of bacteria or any deterioration during storage and transport. Beans that are not dried properly can compromise the final quality of the coffee, so constant monitoring is essential at this stage. In some regions where the climate is more humid or production is very high, mechanical drying methods may be used to ensure the process continues without interruption, regardless of the weather conditions. Now that the beans are completely dry, retaining all their potential flavor and aroma, they are ready to be taken to processing plants, where the key step that defines the final flavor of the coffee will begin. Step 4. Roasting the beans. Roasting is one of the most crucial stages in coffee production, as this is where the green beans release all their aromatic and flavor potential. The beans are placed into giant rotating drums that ensure even heating. This process is highly controlled and lasts between 8 to 15 minutes, with temperatures ranging from 180 to 240 degrees Celsius, depending on the desired flavor profile. During roasting, fascinating chemical transformations occur, such as caramelization and the Maillard reaction. Additionally, caffeine, the compound many consider addictive due to its stimulating effects on the brain, is enhanced. Caffeine prevents you from feeling tired and at the same time gives you a greater sense of energy. This is part of what makes coffee so irresistible to millions of people. Caramelization turns the beans' natural sugars into sweet and aromatic compounds, while the Maillard reaction, which occurs between proteins and sugars, is responsible for the complex roasted flavors and the nutty, chocolatey, and spicy notes we enjoy in coffee. These processes are key to creating the various coffee varieties at Nescafé. By adjusting the roasting time and temperature, different flavors can be achieved, from smoother to more intense, depending on the final product. Nescafé manages various roasting profiles. For a smoother coffee, the roast is lighter, preserving the fruity and floral notes of the bean. On the other hand, a darker roast intensifies the bitter flavors and body of the coffee, ideal for those who prefer a more robust taste. Tell me, do you prefer a smooth coffee or one with a more intense flavor? The beans come out of the roaster with a deep brown color and an aroma that immediately captivates the senses. They are then quickly cooled to stop the cooking process and preserve their flavor. Step 5. Grinding the coffee. After this, the coffee moves on to the next step, grinding. This step is essential to release all the flavors and aromas that the coffee has developed during roasting. The fineness of the grind will depend on the type of coffee being produced. For instant coffee, for example, the beans are ground much more finely than for traditional coffee, as this maximizes the surface area for contact and facilitates a more efficient extraction of flavors in the subsequent stages. Nescafé uses high-precision grinding technologies to ensure that each bean is uniformly crushed. This uniformity is crucial, as any variation in particle size could negatively affect the consistency, dissolution, and flavor of the final product. A particle size that is too large may result in insufficient extraction of flavors, while an overly fine grind could make the coffee bitter or harsh. Additionally, Nescafé's grinding equipment is designed to maintain a controlled temperature during the process, preventing overheating of the beans, which preserves the aromatic compounds and essential oils that give coffee its unique character. With the grinding completed, the coffee is ready to move on to one of the most innovative and technical phases of the process, extraction, where the pure essence of the coffee will be captured for its final transformation. Step 6. Extraction. Extraction is a crucial step in the creation of Nescafé instant coffee, as this is where the pure essence of the coffee is captured. This process uses a technique involving high pressure and temperature, designed to maximize the extraction of concentrated flavors and aromas from the ground coffee. In this phase, the ground coffee is mixed with hot water to form a highly concentrated infusion. The water temperature can reach 175 degrees Celsius, while the pressure reaches an impressive 15 bars, allowing for a much more efficient extraction compared to traditional methods. In fact, This high-tech method allows for the extraction of up to 50% more solids from the coffee, ensuring that no important flavor component is lost in the process. This is where soluble compounds, including oils, acids, and aromas, are released from the ground coffee, while insoluble solids are filtered out to obtain a pure and rich-tasting infusion. Consistency and quality at this stage are essential, as any variation in temperature or pressure can affect the final product profile. This precise control ensures that every batch of instant coffee maintains the richness and body that consumers expect. The essence of the coffee has been successfully captured, but the process is not yet complete. There is one final key step that will transform this concentrated infusion into the product that will reach the shelves. Step 7. Concentration and drying. After extraction, the liquid coffee mixture is further concentrated to intensify its flavor, creating a robust base. This concentrated liquid must be transformed into a dry and soluble format to become instant coffee. But how do they achieve this? Nescafé uses two main methods for this process: spray drying and freeze drying, depending on the type of coffee they wish to produce. In spray drying, the liquid coffee is sprayed into a tower at over 250 degrees Celsius, where it encounters streams of hot air. At these temperatures, the water in the mixture evaporates instantly, leaving behind fine particles of dry coffee. This method is quick and efficient, ideal for large-scale production. On the other hand, freeze drying is a more delicate process that aims to preserve the flavors and aromas of the coffee to the greatest extent possible. In this method, the coffee is rapidly frozen at extremely low temperatures below -50 degrees Celsius. Then, the water is removed through sublimation, meaning that the ice turns directly into vapor without passing through the liquid state. This method is slower, but better preserves the aromatic compounds, resulting in instant coffee with a fresher and more authentic flavor. Both methods ensure that the coffee retains its quality and flavor in its dehydrated form, whether in fine powder or granules. With this, instant coffee is practically ready for its next and final stage. Step 8. Packaging. Once the instant coffee has gone through the drying processes, it is crucial to ensure that it reaches consumers in perfect condition. At this stage, Nescafé carefully packages the product to preserve its freshness, flavor, and aroma. The airtight containers used are specifically designed to protect the coffee from oxygen and moisture, two factors that can deteriorate the quality of the product over time. Thanks to this sealing, the coffee can maintain optimal conditions for months or even years without losing its characteristic essence. Additionally, Nescafé has a strong commitment to sustainability. Much of its packaging is designed to be recyclable or made from recycled materials, contributing to the reduction of plastic waste and environmental protection. From the careful selection of the beans to the final packaging, each step has been essential in ensuring that the coffee reaches your cup with the best possible quality. Thus, every sip of Nescafé represents not only a carefully crafted product, but also a continuous effort to maintain consistency, flavor, and respect for the environment. Each step of the process is carefully controlled so that the coffee retains all its flavor and aroma just as you enjoy it at home. However, while coffee can provide you with an energy boost and a moment of pleasure, it is important to remember that excessive caffeine consumption can have negative effects on your health, such as increased anxiety, sleep problems, and dependence. Like everything in life, the key is balance. To conclude, we want to leave you with a question. Now that you know the detailed process behind each coffee bean, how will you enjoy your next cup in a moderate and conscious way? Or will you continue seeking that constant energy boost?